Alright, so again, there will be very little talking in this tape. I'm going to go through this and just follow the steps. I've already installed. I'm going to open a new project. I'm just going to call it Hello World 2. Alright, so I'm going to do all that. Alright, and then just pick it up from right here. Keeping all the default names. Alright, so there I am. Okay, that's exactly where I want to be right now. Not concerned with that R. That'll work itself out later. Okay, so I'll wait for the build to finish. When it comes back up, then I'm going to go over to page 9 of this document. Well, ideally, if you bring it back up again and you start up a new project, then down here, you have the thing for your updates. All right. Okay, so I've already got the hello world. I'm going to remove the writing that's right here. Click the ellipsis. To a new string resource. We'll just call this what it is, which is hello world. Put that text in there. Click OK. Alright. And it should be back then with hello world on it. There it is. And you'll notice when I click on it, don't understand, but it doesn't, I guess it has no ID on it. So we're going to click up here, and I'm going to put in here text view hello world. Alright? Okay. Oh, they wanted to say hello world, welcome to my app. So let me go back to the strings.xml file. We've got hello world. We want to change it to hello world. Welcome to my app. And I'm trying to be consistent with everything they have in the book, so that's what it looks like in the book. Alright? I go back to my activity main. This has changed. Hopefully you can see it. If I make it big enough, there it is. Hello world. Hello world, welcome to my app. Okay? Alright. Next, we're supposed to add a button to our main activity. So again, I'm going to go over to page 12. On the handout, I'm going to follow the steps that are on page 12. So I just did this. I followed the steps exactly, or pretty much exactly, and added what they said here. They wanted it to be hello_world. I can change that. That's not a big thing. So our next step, in fact, let's change that because I'm trying to be as consistent as I can be with what the author has put in here. Okay? So I'm going to go to strings. I'm going to change that to hello_world. Oops. And jump back. And now if I go back again, you'll see that it's been changed. Okay? All right. Okay, so we want to drag a button. It says here that we want to come in and grab a button, drag it underneath our welcome message. So there it is. This will be next page, so I'm going to change this to just button next page. Now they don't talk that much about changing the ID in here, but I'm changing it because it's good, just like we learned in C#. When you put your controls on, immediately change their names. Okay, so I'm going to click on the button again and make sure I'm going to go find the text. There it is. I want to get rid of that. Go over again, add a new string resource. Okay, and this will be called next_page. I'll say here next page. Click OK. I always like to go back to my strings file to make sure it's there, and it is. Go back to my activity main. On the button, you can see that that name has been changed, and now when I go down to the text, you can see that that's been changed. Okay. Turning to page 13, we are told to add a second activity. So again, I'm going to turn up to page 15, and I'm going to follow every step that's there. They say in the handout here, you should choose blank activity. I don't see one of those, so I think it is an empty activity. So that's what I'm going to change. All right. Okay, so we're going to call that second activity, and we're going to click finish. You notice how that became activity second, so we've got an activity main and activity second. Be in the design mode for the activity second. Okay, I'll let that finish building. And I'm going to come over here to widgets, gets to all, and I'm going to find text view. I'm going to drag that down. It isn't working exactly the way that they say it is in the book, but still that's fine. Well, that's goofed up, so I'll go back to here. That's where I want to be. Okay. Okay, so I click finish, make sure I'm in design view of the second one, drag a text box out. I've done that to the center with the text box still selected. They want this to be called text 2, which is just a stupid name, so I'm going to call mine text view page 2. Maybe that's a good name, maybe it's not, but it's going to work. Alright, and I'm going to click on here. And they tell you to go over and do it this way, so they say come over to here, and where we have this thing here, they want us to make a copy here. Alright, and they want this one. Notice I'm getting an error because I have two things by this that have the same name. And they want us to call this, we'll just call it page 2. Alright, and for the actual text, will be welcome to the second page. Alright, and I'm going to put that one right underneath the other one. Alright, so they're both together there. Okay, alright, navigate back to the activity second.xml. Alright, but now that isn't associated with this, so I'm going to click on here. And right now text just says text view, so I'm going to remove that. Click here. Alright. And in the properties pane, well, they want us to manually do it this way. They want us to manually type in here @string dash what did I call it? Page 2. I guess they want it to be called second page. Okay. So let's go back. Okay, we'll change this to @string slash second underscore page. Alright, and now it should say here, welcome to the second page. And try to pretty much center it. So make it bigger so we can see, is that indeed what it says? Welcome to the second page. Good, that's what we wanted. Alright, navigate back, select the text box again, we did all that. Okay, it does. So we've now done the 13 steps on page 15. Okay, I'm jumping up to page 17. Select the main activity Java tab, which is right here. Add the following lines at the end of the onCreate method. To make it simpler, I'm going to, it's cheating a little bit I guess, but so you don't have to sit and watch me type. So I've done all that. I'm going to just grab all of the code that's in here. Oops, this code that's right all the way up through here. Copy that to the clipboard. Come back to my program here. Paste that in. Alright, all sorts of errors. I'm going to grab those 3 import statements that are on the top, or on the bottom of page 17, and put them at the top of the page. Okay. I want to grab these 3 imports, copy them to the clipboard, go back to Android Studio, and paste them in. Okay. And not just widget, let's see, widget text view. I also want to import Android dot widget dot button. Alright, now you'll notice that most everything here is, most of the errors have gone away. Not all of them, but most of them have. Okay, this is gray because I haven't used the text view yet. Alright, and this is blackened because I have used the stuff for the button. Alright, so we are to add some more code after this. So I put this in, I put this in. Okay, got our override. We're getting this error on go to second activity because we have not written that yet. We will very shortly. This all belongs together. Button. Then inside of there we've got our add override, our on click. It's looking pretty good. Again, I'm on page 17, either copying or typing in. Okay. Let's do this so that you can all see it. Alt plus enter is a shortcut. Maybe try that. Click on the class name and then press Alt enter. It should give you the option to add the package declaration. So let's try that. keep looking. File settings, editor, general. I'm going to grab this. Okay, so file settings, file settings, editor, general, auto import Java, okay, change insert imports on paste drop down value to all. Okay. Check add unambiguous imports on the fly. Let me try this. Button dot set they weren't just on the click listener. Doesn't like that either. I'll try to close this and restart it. So we'll fix those errors. I'm going to stop the tape for a minute and go watch this. Because if I keep it on the tape, it's going to be way too, it makes the size of the tape really humongous. So let's just pause for a minute. Alright, so I found there were plenty of problems and I got mine to work. So this is the home page. There's the button. It says hello world, welcome to my app. You click the next page button and it says welcome to my second page. So it all is there. It all works, and I'm going to pass out a copy to anybody in the class who wants it. And we will go over it first thing tomorrow. Okay, so that's it.